Hello and welcome back. Well, today I'm going to cut a taper to fit my tailstock. And this is one example of a taper. Here's another example. It's number 2 Morse. This one is made a little different. You'll notice on this one it's got a, you could call it a tang on the end, a reduced section. Some tailstocks are made to grab that tang, which includes mine. So I'm going to make a die holder for my tailstock, and I want to put a 1/2-13 thread on the end of it. And so I got to do that first, and then I'm going to cut this taper right here with my compound, and then I'm going to cut that little tang on it too. Because my die holder, I don't want it to rotate in my tailstock. But the die holder is going to be a second video. This one's just going to be cutting this taper. So let's get started. Okay, the largest part of my taper here is slightly over 700 thousandths. Some of them are slightly under. And so I'm going to use three-quarter stock. And I got it chucked in my collet here. And I'm going to turn that down to 1/2 inch. It's 3/4 inch. I'm going to turn it down to 1/2 inch and make my 1/2-13 threads. I need to take off 1/8 inch, 125 thousandths. That's an 80 thousandths cut. I believe that's about as much as my lathe can handle. But we'll get a better finish if we speed this up. Wow, exactly 1/2 inch. Okay, now I'm making an undercut to end my threads. A little oil wouldn't hurt. Okay, that's a little chamfer there to start my threads. Okay, I need to make sure that the tool is at the right height. Easiest way to do that is put a straight edge between the tip of the tool and the work. And that looks fairly vertical. Looks like it needs to go up a little bit. Calling that good. That's it. When I did that, I went till my threads were sharp, and then I took a file to the edges, or to the tips of the threads. You always want to do that, because if I didn't do that, that nut wouldn't fit on there, but the threads would be the right size. It leaves a little burr on the crest of the threads there. So those threads are done. Let's get on to moving, or cutting the taper. Okay, now we got to have some way to define the taper. And you don't need a collet to do this. Chuck works just as well, although it's not as accurate. You can use any center that you can grip the outside of it. I know it won't be straight. But these centers have a center hole in the back of them. What you got to do is lock your tailstock down, snug your collet or chuck around the end of that, and then crank it in just a little bit. So it slides in the collet a little bit, and then you can take your tailstock away and that'll be straight. Take it out of back gear. That is reasonably straight for defining that taper. Does have a little bit of a wobble to it though. Well, we can do like this and get rid of that wobble. Okay, wobble's gone. Now, hopefully that won't move. Let's lock that down a little bit tighter. Probably not real good on your collet, squeezing down real hard. So that's straight right now. Now we've got to turn the compound to that same angle. Which I'm sure there's some specs on it, and we could try to set the angle by spec, but that's hard to do. Need to back out the compound as far as it'll go. Hopefully we got enough travel on a compound. Get a 0 point on the okay, my angle's too tight. Let's see, it's kind of confusing. Traveling away from the work, so some of that might be wear to my compound too. You notice it bouncing around, that is wear to the compound. I'm calling that good right there. Okay, I need a little bit in my chuck. I would like it shorter, but I think it'll be all right. According to my calculations, I need to go 40 thousandths in. 10. Okay, I need to go 8 thousandths more. Okay, I think that's it. I'm going to move my carriage out of the way, take some emery cloth to it. There's some turning marks in there, but that won't hurt anything. Now, to try that out, I've got to cut those tangs in there, which is not ideal, but it'll be all right. I believe it'll fit. Be nice if I could try it out. I just have those stops in my tailstock I would have to take out, and I don't want to do that. I like it. I know this isn't the best way to support that. I've got a section of 3/4 inch clamped in there, and I got a scrap of 3/4 inch on the other side of the vise. I think it'll work. I need to go 130 thousandths deep after I touch off. So there's touching. I like it. Okay, let's try it out. There's the set screws I was talking about. There's one on each side, and they go in on each side of that. 3/8 set screws to stop that from turning. Ooh. Probably made that tang a little bit narrow this way. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect. I like it. Well, that about wraps it up for today. Next, part 2 will be making the die holder for threading rod on your lathe. Looks a little rough, but that roughness doesn't hurt a thing. Fits very good.